Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. And it is that time again to predict another Scottish Premiership season. Yes, 22-23 is just around the corner. Saturday, in fact, is the new season, of course. And it's going to be a very, very interesting season. Can Celtic go back to back, or will Rangers make it 56 league titles? We shall see what happens anyway. Before I start this video, please smash the like button. Please subscribe as well. It really does mean a lot to you. And get your Scottish Premiership predictions in the comment section down below. But what I'll be doing in this video, I will be going from basically up from 12th to 1st. And I'll be basically saying what people where your club will be. And remember, it is only a prediction. It's nothing that's going to happen. Just incidentally, last year I got 0 out of 12. So that could easily happen again. So who do I think is going to be relegated this season? 12th place, I've got St Mirren. I have to say it's not been a good start to the season for St Mirren. They have crashed out of the League Cup and they have lost a lot of key players. When I go through these key players that they have lost, you'll be like, yeah, definitely. Conor McCarthy has gone to Barnsley. Alan Power has gone back to Kilmarnock. Jack Alnwick, big loss, that one. Jack Alnwick has been a fantastic servant for St Mirren. But for me, I think going to Cardiff, I think that's a very, very good move. Cal McAllister as well, another one that's gone to Forest Green as well. Some of the ends that they've got, Mark O'Hara, Trevor Carson, they're ex-Motherwell, of course. It seems to be a bit of a Motherwell theme going on with this team. Declan Gallagher from Aberdeen as well. Keanu Bacchus from Western Sydney. Jonah Ayunga from Morecambe as well. But I just feel this season, I think St Mirren could fall. I just have a feeling. Stephen Robinson is a very good manager. Don't get me wrong. He is a very, very good manager. But it's whether or not they can deal with the losses in their squad that they have got. And for me, I just have a feeling that this could be the season that sees St Mirren go down. They finished ninth last season, which was a very, very respectable finish for them. But I just feel this season, I think, you've not got Dundee in there this season, and we all know how bad Dundee were last season. But I just feel this season, I think it's going to be St Mirren's time to be relegated. So 12th place, I have got St Mirren. 11th place, they finished there last season. I have St Johnstone, and actually, I have them to be relegated as well. Now, this is the reason I'm going to say this. They have lost a lot of players. And when I say lots of players, well, Liam Craig retired. Nadir Chifji, Sean Rooney, that's a big loss for me. Sean Rooney has been an integral part of getting that league double for St Johnstone under obviously Callum Davis, and Sean Rooney is a massive loss. Jamie McCart has gone to Rotherham as well, and there is a lot of the players that they brought in as well, like Andy Considine, he's just coming off the back of a very serious knee injury as well. So that could be very, very interesting. We have got Adam Montgomery from Celtic on loan. Dre Wright is back at the club from Hibs. Graham Carey from CSK Sofia. Jamie Murphy from Hibs as well. Ryan McGowan is back in Scottish football. The last time he was there, he played for Hearts, of course. So St Johnstone, I thought they were a bit lucky last season, if I'm being honest. I thought they were a wee bit fortunate to stay up because, I thought Inverness and that, and look, 4-0 in the end was a very, very good result. It was a very, very good result. But this season, I think because of what happened last season, Callum Davidson will be remembered as the manager that got them their League Cup, their cup double. But this season, it's going to be very, very tricky as well. And they've lost some very, very key players in there as well. As I've said, Sean Rooney being the big one. So yes, I'm going to go for both Saints clubs to be relegated, but we will see if that actually happens or not. So 10th place, and they finished 6th last season. I'm going to go for Ross County. Yeah, I'm going to go for Ross County, actually. Mainly because they have lost Regan Charles Cook, their top scorer from last season. As we said, he was a very, very good player, Regan Charles Cook. He was a very, very good player. Hats off to Malky Mackay as well. You know, he came in from a bit of a bad spell for him. Managed to come up to Scotland and Ross County, and he managed getting them into the top 6, which was fantastic for them. But I think most of that was probably down to Regan Charles Cook. And I think this season, I think they will definitely struggle this season. They have lost Blair Spittle as well to Motherwell, Cole Donaldson on free to Falkirk, and Harry Payton and Ben Williamson have both been released. In terms of incomings, one of the big names is Jan Donda in from Swansea. People will remember him as a Liverpool youngster. Coming in from Swansea on undisclosed fee. Jordi Huwula from Doncaster Rovers. I think that's probably to replace Regan Charles Cook as well. Jake Eastwood from Sheffield United on a loan deal as well. So Ross County, I think they will be fine. I don't think they will have any relegation trouble whatsoever. But I do think that this season, I think that they'll probably come back down with a bump, and I think they will probably finish in 10th place. I honestly do think so. But we shall see, shan't we? We shall see what happens with Ross County. And if there is any county fans in the chat, then please let me know in the comments where you think you guys are going to finish this season. So 9th place, I have Motherwell. Yeah. Going to be honest with you, Motherwell have lost 1-0 to, or losing 1-0 to Sligo Rovers in the Europa Conference League so far. That is a poor result. That is a very, very poor result so far. In my honest opinion, I think you have to get rid of Graham Alexander. I think it's getting very sour at Motherwell. I think that he is not the right manager. He is definitely not the right manager. And I think the transfer business that Motherwell have actually done, look, Kevin Van Veen is staying on an extra contract. I think that's a very, very good signing to get him back on a one-year deal. But Blair Spittle from Ross County, interesting signing. Paul McGinn from Hibs as well. That's the only deals that they've made, because Jordan Roberts has gone out, Liam Donnelly's gone out, Liam Grimshaw, Mark O'Hara as well. So there is a lot of interesting transfer dealings going on at Motherwell as well. But I will say this now: I don't think Graham Alexander lasts the season as Motherwell manager. I think he will be sacked, and I think he will be gone. I do think that I think that Motherwell will sack Graham Alexander at some point. I don't know when it's going to be, but I think it's going to be very soon, because I just think things are not going right. They're a fan-owned club as well. I think everyone forgets this. Motherwell are fan-owned, and they're obviously not being listened to by the board or anything like that. So I think Motherwell are going to finish in 9th place. Finishing in 8th place, I have Kilmarnock. Yes, the new boys, of course, the newly promoted Kilmarnock. And we have another plastic pitch, don't we? Rugby Park, of course. But Kilmarnock managed now, obviously, by Derek McInnes. And they did very, very well last season to get up. There was a lot of people thinking that it could have been Arbroath's time to potentially come up, but Kilmarnock did in the end do well as well. And to be honest, they've actually got some very, very good players in. Alan Power back from St Mirren, so he's back at Kelly. Zach Hemming from Middlesbrough on loan. Lewis Mile from Rangers. Liam Donnelly, Kerr McEnroy Joe Wright. Jordan Jones is back at Kilmarnock on a loan deal from Wigan. Gary Woods in from Aberdeen. As well. Some of the outs, I mean, most of these have been sort of from obviously the Championship season. Colin Doyle, Jason Naismith, Stephen McGinn, Thomas Brindley, Ewan Murray, Brandon Houndstrup, and Ewan Devaney. I think Kilmarnock will be fine. I think they'll be absolutely fine. And Derek McInnes is a very good manager. Don't get me wrong. He is a really, really good manager. So for me, I think Kilmarnock definitely finish in 8th place. So we're going to go on to 7th place now. And it is my boys, of course, Livingston. I think Livingston are going to finish 7th again. Unfortunately, very, very unfortunate to miss out on the top 6 by a goal as well. A Ricky Lamy goal, which was... It's going to be very... It still hurts me to this day that we didn't get that win to be in the top 6, because I think we would have probably deserved it. But... things have happened again this summer. Alan Forrest has gone. Craig Sibbald has gone. Keegan Jacobs has gone. 3 big players have obviously left the club. Gavin Riley has gone to Queen of the South. Jack McMillan has gone to Partick, of course. Marvin Bartley has retired. Jack Hamilton has gone out on loan to Hartlepool. Harrison Clark, Stirling Albion as well. But some of the incomings, Livingston, Jamie Brandon from Hearts, Ismail Concalves, Philip Kankar from Western Sydney, of course. There is a lot of clubs that have actually got Aussie players in this season. And it's quite interesting when you actually look at it as well. Scott Bitsindu, Dylan Bahumbula, and Shamal George. Now, everyone will remember him as a Liverpool youngster. He is signed for Livingston this season. Look, every season upon season, Livingston always go above their weight. They always overperform. I think this season, they're going to have to settle for 7th place. They were the best of the rest. They had a very good record at the end of last season with 3 wins out of the last 5, which is very, very good. And I do think this time around, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be absolutely fine. I think they will give some teams a good game. It's tough start against Rangers, but I do expect Livingston to finish in 7th place. David Martindale doing a fantastic job there as well. So I think we'll finish 7th and just miss out on the top 6 yet again, which kills me to say it, but I do think that we will finish in 7th place, sadly. So now we will move on to the top 6. And 6th place, I have Aberdeen. I think Aberdeen are going to have a better season this season. Look, Aberdeen had a torrid season last season. To finish 10th last season was very, very disappointing as an Aberdeen supporter. And I suppose you'd have to say as well that Jim Goodwin will have learned. He will have learned this season, last season, that Aberdeen had a very poor season, and I think he will definitely have learned his ways anyway. But some of the signings that they made, interesting: Liam Scales, Celtic on loan, Kelly Roos from Derby, which is very, very interesting. Callum Roberts, Anthony Stewart from Wickham, Bojan Mijovski from Budapest. Yilber Ramadani from Budapest as well. Jayden Richardson from Nottingham Forest as well. But big names have left Aberdeen this summer. They have left Aberdeen this summer. Lewis Ferguson's gone to Bologna. Calvin Ramsey has gone to Liverpool, which was a very, very good move for him as well. Andy Considine has gone. Dylan McGeoch has gone. Funzo Ojo has gone. Michael Roofe, Dean Campbell, Declan Gallagher, and Evan Towler have all gone. So Aberdeen are going to have a better season. They are going to have a better season, surely. Look, they have a good style of football. You know, Jim Goodwin will definitely do a lot better than he did last season. I think it has to be said. But I would expect Aberdeen to finish top 6, especially in the fact that they had a torrid season last season. I think they'll be absolutely fine this season. So I'm going to go for 6th place, Aberdeen. 5th place now. This is an interesting one because this kind of is. This is a kind of maybe. Maybe they might finish here, or maybe they might finish bottom bottom six. It's Hibernian. Yeah, I mean, look, they made some very good signings. Aidan McGeady is a very good signing. David Marshall is a very, very good signing. Rocky Bashiri, they've got back. Why? I don't know. He is an absolute bomb scare at the back. Jair Tavares from Benfica, I think that's going to be a very exciting signing. Eli Yowan from St. Gallen on loan. Marian Cabraja, who's obviously replaced Josh Doig as well. Again, big names have left Hibs this summer. Josh Doig, Alex Gogic, Dre Wright, Jamie Murphy, Scott Allen, Sean Mackey. In his money, Paul McGinn, Matt Macy, of course. So I think David Marshall's obviously come in to replace Matt Macy as well. Look, Hibs last season, Sean Maloney didn't work. Did not work last season. Did not work at all. And now obviously Lee Johnson is the new manager there, and Hibs had crashed out already of the League Cup. So that could be a bit of a blessing in disguise for Hibs, and it might get them to obviously play a lot better this time around. But this is a big if for me. I think Lee Johnson is a gamble. I think it is a big gamble for Hibs. But Hibs should be looking to finish top six at least. They should be finishing top six at least, because I think if you look at the teams that are, under them, that I've obviously predicted, I think they're better than all of those. But it's a toss-up between fifth and sixth for me, and maybe even seventh. I think that Hibs could easily finish. They could easily finish in the top six. They could easily finish bottom six. It is that tight to decide. But for me, I think they're going to finish in fifth place. I think it's going to be a better season for Hibs. Eighth place last season for Hibs. Not a good season for them whatsoever. So I think that Hibs will finish in fifth place. But we shall see if they do or not, shan't we? So in fourth place, I have Dundee United, and I had them finishing there last season. And I have to say, Dundee United are now managed by Jack Ross, which I think is a fantastic signing for Dundee United. They made some great signings as well. Stephen Fletcher from Stoke on a free. Dylan Levitt from Manchester United, which is very, very good. Craig Sibbald from Livingston. What I will say about Craig Sibbald, I hope that he manages to stay injury-free, because I tell you, Dundee United fans, you have a player there. He is a fantastic player. And it's just unfortunately that he didn't get most games time. He obviously had the demonetized virus, of course, and just injury after injuries for Craig Sibbald. So if he can stay fit, you've got a really good player there. Mark Birigiti as well from Central Coast Mariners on an undisclosed fee. Some of the names that have obviously been gone. Benjamin Siegrist to Celtic. I think that is a big blow for Dundee United. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. But yeah, going to be on the bench at Celtic. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Trevor Carson's gone to St Mirren as well. Lewis Nielsen has gone to Hearts as well. But Dundee United in Europe, of course, at this moment in time, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be absolutely fine. And I think they'll have a very, very good season. And I think with Tam Kurtz going out to Croatia, I think getting Jack Ross could be a masterstroke by Dundee United. I really, really do. So fourth place, Dundee United. Third place, and it is Hearts. Yes, I'm going to go for Hearts to finish in third place this season. Look, they were fantastic last season. They were really, really good, playing very, very well last season. Now, Hearts fans, Kai Rolls, you'll remember that name because he was the one that scored the winning penalty to send Australia to the World Cup. So there you go. Lewis Nielsen from Dundee United on a free. Alan Forrest has come in from Livingston, of course. Alex Cochrane as well from Brighton. I think he was there last season, wasn't he? George Graham for Peterborough. Lawrence Shankland, that's a cracking signing. That is a very, very good signing. He scores goals in this division. I think he will definitely score goals in this division. Mainly out, obviously, John Souttar's gone to Rangers, Jamie Brandon to Livingston, Jamie Walker to Bradford, and Loic Damour has been released. But I think Hearts will be absolutely fine. And, maybe they might make the Europa League last wee bit. I think they might. I think they might. Be good to see them. It could be good to see them in the group stage of the Europa League, wouldn't it? It'd be fantastic to see them. But this season alone, I think Hearts will finish third. I think they will finish third this season. So that means we do have the top two now. And yeah, who do I think is going to win the league? Do I think Celtic are going to go back to back, or do I think Rangers are going to make it 56? Just trying to do a wee drum roll there. Rangers in second. Yes, I'm going to go for Rangers in second. I think, look, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst is a very, very good manager. I think he will have a bit of a learning curve last season. Look, Rangers did fantastically well to get to the Europa League final last season. All of sort of Gio's work. I know Steven Gerrard was there sort of first part of the season, but to get them in the Europa League final was fantastic. And I do think as well that Rangers will have a good season. I think they will have a good season. And fingers crossed to get to the Champions League group stages. I think that would be good for Rangers and obviously Celtic. Celtic are already in the group stages of the Champions League anyway, but Rangers got there. I think that'd be very, very good. Big news for Rangers is looks like Alfredo Morelos is going to get a new contract. That is a massive deal for Rangers. If they can get him over the line, then all the speculation will be ended as well. As far as obviously incomings for Rangers, Ridvan Yilmaz from Besiktas has come in. Ben Davis from Liverpool, of course. 4 million. I'm not even going to say that because 4 million for a player who didn't make a single appearance is very good business for Liverpool. Not so sure if it's good business for Rangers. Tom Lawrence underscores from Derby. John Suter from Hearts. Zach Lovelace. Antonio Kolak. Rabbi Matondo. Everyone remembers him from Cardiff, I think it was, wasn't it? On Schalke underscores. Malik Tillman from Bayern Munich on a loan deal, and Bailey Rice from Motherwell. But big outgoings, it has to be said. Leon Balogun, Cedric Eaton, Jake Hasty, Joe Aribo, of course, Southampton. And the big one, Calvin Bassey, 23 million to Ajax. Fantastic business from Rangers. To get 23 million for Calvin Bassey was a brilliant deal. And I do think, look, Rangers are going to have a good season. I think they're just going to fall short a little bit because I think Ange Postecoglou has done really well at Celtic. And I do think that Rangers will finish second, but I expect them to have a trophy or two in the bag. I think they will be I think they will definitely be winning a trophy at least. But yeah, for me, I don't think they're going to win the league, unfortunately. So second place, Rangers, which means my first place for the new season is Celtic. Yes. Getting Cameron Carter-Vickers on a permanent deal was very good. Benjamin Siegrist, Jota, and obviously more signings, Aaron Moy and Moritz Jens, which is very interesting to see as well. They've obviously got Dazen Maida permanently as well. As far as the outgoings are concerned for Celtic, Nir Biton, Tom Rogic, Vasilis Barkas, Luca Connell, Ewan Henderson, Kanamiko Dembele, Ross Doohan. Yeah, there's been a few that have obviously gone out of Celtic, but Ange Postecoglou came in last season. Everyone made fun of him that he couldn't manage in this league. How wrong they were. Celtic did go on and win the league. And I have to say, he did very well. Because I think Celtic were actually unbeaten after a 1-0 defeat to Livingston in the 22nd of September. And they were just unbeaten since then. So very well done to Celtic. And I have to say as well, I think they're going to have a very good season. Champions League is coming back to Paradise, of course. So that is going to be very good for Celtic as well. But yeah, for me, I just think they will just pip Rangers to the title this season. So there we go, everybody. That is my Scottish Premiership predictions. Please get yours in the comments section down below, and we will see what will happen as well. So just to clarify, just for people, for very, very good purposes anyway, I will just go for my predictions very, very quickly. So 12th place, St Mirren; 11th, St Johnstone; 10th, Ross County; 9th, Motherwell; 8th, Kilmarnock; 7th, Livingston; 6th, Aberdeen; 5th, Hibernian; 4th, Dundee United; 3rd, Hearts; 2nd, Rangers; and 1st, Celtic. Yes, 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 yes. But will I get better than last season? I got 0 out of 12. Hopefully, I'm doing a lot better this season around. But thank you very much for watching. Remember, before you leave the video, please give it a like. It does help the channel. And if you are new to the Dugout Football channel, please consider subscribing as well. And I will have match week 1 Scottish Premiership predictions out very, very soon as well. So keep an eye on that and turn bell notifications on for every upload that comes on to this channel. So guys, let me know your Premiership winners. Let me know who you think will go down, and also let me know who you think the top 6 will be as well. But I will see you very, very soon for another video, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.